Let's get some cards out for the collective. So, I am a psychic medium and I've been doing this professionally for over 25 years now, helping people out, helping them to heal themselves. I don't just tune into your energy. I do that, but I don't just do that. I tune into your higher self, that part of you that's always in spirit form, for the real answers. Not just the placating, tell you what you already have in your own energy, because you know that. You know what's already in your mind, already in your imagination, already what you're picking up on. Well, I want to go to your higher self and see what the real deal is. And so as a result, my readings get to the truth. Let's put it that way. It's not always what you want to hear. Hello, Dorella. Hello, Marijana Ivanisevic. Am I saying your first name right? Marijana? Mariana? Mariana. It's probably Mariana Ivanisevic. Beautiful name. Okay, for the collective. Well, we've got the Tower card out first. Yay! Things are falling apart. And no, it really is a yay. There's some times where we get the Tower, like when things are going great and we're having the time of our lives, and we don't want the Tower. We don't want any surprises. We want these good times to continue. But when the Tower comes out, when we're in like times where things could do with a shift, right? It's a good thing. It's a yay thing. And here we've got the Queen of Pentacles as well, which is about our stability. It's staying stable through these times and knowing that it's all for a very good reason. Now, I just came off a call with Dr. David Clements. So awesome to speak with him. I asked him specifically about Divine Feminine Rising and all of that. I had a really interesting answer, saying that the Divine Feminine is kind of taking up more space, like the heart space taking up more space and expanding out. And there's pushback from the Divine Masculine, from let's not call him Divine at the moment. There's pushback from the Toxic Masculine, of like, I don't want to give up control, I don't want to give up control. But he said, as the Toxic Masculine moves into the Divine Masculine energy, there's going to be this beautiful synergy between them both that we haven't experienced before. It's not the feminine energy taking over, and I knew that to be the case anyway. We don't want matriarchy. This is about moving beyond the archies, beyond the hierarchies, beyond the control system, and out of that, so that we can all get into a more flowing, balanced, masculine, feminine paradigm. So it's very exciting. It was cool to hear him talk about it. And so, yeah, I'm feeling like this is more about us managing ourselves while we are, and keeping our own stability while we're going through these massive changes on the earth. It's like we've just got to keep going, A lot of people are posting about it on social media. It's like the world's falling apart, yet we've still got to go to work, and it's kind of like that. I'm getting that same message here. But to be positive about it in our minds, that's a way that we can keep our stability within ourselves, is to be positive about what's happening, because it is a positive thing. I think all of us can say, like, how we've been living is not sustainable, and it's not enjoyable, and it's not benefiting people, and it's bad for the majority and for the planet. I mean, why wouldn't we want that to change, right? And we've got between worlds here. Yeah, so we're very much on the bridge at the moment, or in the chrysalis at the moment. We're headed toward these changes, and we need to flow with it and be stable as we go, poised, and get ready. How do we get ready? Well, Dr. David Clements was talking about that, and he was talking about how we need to heal the feminine and how we need to heal the masculine, so that we don't have any resistance to it. And that's how we can get ready. Getting ready, poised. So while we're on the bridge, while we're in the chrysalis, we are releasing whatever's coming up. I've got a berry. I just had oats with all my superfood blends that I throw into it. Chia seeds and all kinds of things. Breakfast that I have, high protein breakfast that I have. But I put frozen berries on the top of it. That are often still frozen when I'm eating them. But the little seeds, they get stuck in between my teeth. Anyway, Yeah, so healing ourselves, whatever's coming up for you, that it could be masculine and feminine stuff, because we've got a lot to heal from. There's a lot of trauma that's gone on, based on those masculine and feminine energies, right? So healing that, getting ready. And on the subject of healing, let's get one of these cards out. So who wants a reading? Who wants some cards pulling for them? Get your questions in, and I will show you these cards. What is this? I can't see it. It's rewriting the subconscious. It looks bright in this room on camera. It's not. It's dark in here. It's dark. Rewriting the subconscious. Okay. The more I embrace feeling good, the less often I'll feel bad. Simple, isn't it? Rewriting the subconscious, though, this is about healing ourselves. This is about letting the stuff go. So listening to the subconscious, what is it prattling on about? This is why we sit in meditation, to hear what our subconscious is prattling on about, because the subconscious is trying to help us. It's trying to keep us alive. The stuff that it comes up with is stuff that's in our energetics, and we do need to listen to it. It might not be true. Just as when a child says that there's a monster under the bed, it's not true. But we still need to listen to that child and give that child a hug. And in exactly the same kind of way, we've got to listen to the subconscious, because it's going to keep on until we listen to it, right? And so this is what rewriting the subconscious is about. Then illuminating the truth. So we're not listening to the subconscious and then telling it that it's wrong and telling it the exact opposite thing, right? People have sometimes affirmations are like that, trying to tell your subconscious the complete opposite of what it believes, and that doesn't work. It doesn't work. Listening to our subconscious and soothing it, hearing what its concerns are, and then perhaps addressing where that has come from, and why it would believe that we're in imminent danger of death because of our boss's email, you know? It's that kind of stuff that it comes up with. Addressing that within ourselves, it can appease it. Or if it's just completely random and it doesn't seem to pertain to anything, we can tell our subconscious mind, I hear you, you're scared, thank you for trying to protect me, but I've got this, I got this, I'm all over it, I'm good with this, you don't need to be worried about me. Hey Dorella, thank you so much. Yes, please press the like button, it really helps me out. And also I've got a giveaway going on when we reach 10,000 subscribers. How exciting. Oh, that's the wrong one. This. So you can enter as many times as you like. You just put a 4-leaf clover in the comments of any of my videos. In these live videos, if you put 4-leaf clover comments in there, I'm not going to be able to pick that up. It's got to be, you can put it in the comments once the replay is up, or on any other video that will be in. There's just no way of me searching through live comments, that's all. Just to let you know the ins and outs of it. Yeah, and share this as well, because the faster we get to 10,000 subscribers, the faster they'll have that giveaway. I've already had someone commenting saying, can it be not a reading and can it just be chatting about the stuff that's happening? I'm like, absolutely. It's going to be a Zoom call. It's going to be a Zoom call, so you can talk to me about whatever you want to talk to me about. Ask me anything. That is a reading to me, you know. Next up, we've got illuminating the truth. So still on the healing part, getting ourselves poised and ready for while the world's falling apart. Illuminating the truth. What is your truth? I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. So we're not trying to manifest a certain outcome. We're beyond that now. It's already manifesting. We're going with the flow toward where the co-creation has already put the solution in, right? So often we think about manifesting as like, I need to have a clear vision of the end result. Well, we can't do that. None of us have a clue of what the end result is going to look like. But we've put all those pieces in. Each of us have put all those pieces in, right? David talked about it this morning as well. That this split is, some people are kind of narrowing their focus into the 3D and doubling down on that, and they're going to be in that experience. And those of us that are like expanding into the heart and expanding our consciousness, like, I want to talk to the Galactic Council, and I want to know what these living technologies are, and all of that kind of stuff, wanting to open up into that. We're going to have that experience too. And so that's what we're doing at the moment. We're already on the trajectory of it. We're already manifesting it. Hey, Craig. Glad you found it. So illuminating the truth, it is about that. No matter the outcome, a lot of people think at the moment, like, we've got to create it. We've got to manifest it. It's already on the way. All we need to do now is go with the flow of those changes while these changes are happening. Because we're already on the bridge. We're in the chrysalis. And I love this one. Creating cooperation. This is what it's all about. I went this is really funny. I went for beers at sunset with my friend. She's sometimes in here, Kathy, for those of you that have been in Psychic Cafe for many years. And I'm laughing because it was a cloudy day, right? And then it just started throwing it down with rain, and we're at a beach bar. We ended up having to get inside of the bar because the rain was coming sideways, and it was the only place to have shelter. So I sat inside of the bar. It's just like a shack on the beach, as this rain's coming sideways. And we were talking about this cooperation, because I've got this dream of this retreat center, and I was thinking it's like a rolling retreat is what I want to call it. You can come and stay. I think I've told you about this already. You can come and stay as long as you want to, a week, 1 day, 2 days, whatever, like 2 weeks, a month, the rest of your life. But it's going to be a fun thing, a lot of things to do in there, right? And Kathy was telling me about her dreams as well, about building something here on the island for people to stay at. And as we were talking about it, this cooperation, because that's how I see my vision is, it's not just me being the boss of it and saying what goes. There might be, the catering is done by someone that's really into food, they're an entrepreneur, and they've taken over that part of it. Like a cooperative thing like that, more a cooperative thing like that, because I don't want it to be a masculine container thing. Anyway, and as we talked, I realized this even more because I was telling her about my experience with the gym here, helping them at the gym. We put on these fight nights. There's no boss. There is an owner of it, yeah, but they don't run it like that. And we're all volunteers, and we all come together and we make it work. And it's so much fun because we all do that, because we've got skin in the game. None of us are getting paid for it, but we put it on, and we want it to work, right? And it does. It works brilliantly, and we don't need someone telling people what to do. And it just works so amazingly because we're not getting paid, because we're wanting to put it on together. Anyway, that experience I want to bring into this retreat thing, because I'm trying to formulate it in my mind at the moment. And yeah, so this creating cooperation, taking it a step further, it not the rolling retreat where there's an itinerary, there's yoga at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then there's satsang, or there's readings in the afternoon, and there's crafts and stuff like that. How about it being completely feminine? As in, we all get up in the morning, whenever you want to get up, and when we're having breakfast, you might say what's on the itinerary today of what you're feeling to do, or we go with the energies of what's coming up for everybody, and then we do that. That would be really cool. Hey, that would be really cool. So my mind is expanding around this very subject at the moment. Have you had experience of cooperative things like that? It's very difficult to do. Easier on this island because of the way that we live here as a community. Very difficult to do in Western society, where it's all locked down and you need business plans and all of that kind of thing, very masculine. This says more gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play, but it's not just a role to play, it's skin in the game, a shared vision. Something to think on, creating cooperation, because that's where we're headed. Really good times. Yeah, and if you haven't experienced that, I highly recommend it. Doing something as a cooperative where you're all, hey Angela May, where you're all in it and you're all shared vision and all of that kind of thing, and then you're all, appreciating the creation that you've done at the end of it too. It's awesome. It's a very joyful feeling. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Okay, let's get to your questions. So if you do want a reading from me, you're going to have to be a subscriber for at least a minute in order to be able to comment. Scrolling back up to look through the comments. I do, says MKJB67. Let me just see if... Okay. You've got a question further down, so I'll get to that. Dorella. Is TL living with anyone at the moment? Thank you. Let's see. Dorella. So these nosy readings where you want to know something about someone else. The guides, your higher self, don't want to get involved in that stuff unless it is helpful for you. In other words, I can't read someone else's energy. Your higher self is not going to give me access to them if it's not helpful to you. If it is helpful to you, so you can let go of them or something like that, then they'll give me information on it, just to let you know. Because we've all got free will, we need to ask questions in order to get help. You asking me for a reading is the same as asking your higher self to tell me the information to give to you, right? You're not really asking me, you're asking your higher self. It's the ask that's important. Are they living with anyone at the moment? I would say no. I would say no. The Four of Cups, there seems to be opportunities there, but no to living with someone at the moment. Mariana, will you meet somebody soon? Romantic, you mean? I mean, you will meet people, unless you're in a cave and all by yourself. There's people going to be out and about wherever you are. But I presume you meet someone romantic. Yes, but be careful. Got the devil energy there. Now, why would we... So the devil energy is... Well, it's clear, isn't it? It's energy that you wouldn't necessarily want to meet. And so we're talking things like a narcissist or someone that's lying or all of those things that we don't want, the red flags. The reason that we still let those in is that we're still choosing them. You're not actively choosing them, you're just not choosing them. You're just not recognizing to say no to them. Our higher selves need to trust us. We need to make smart decisions in our lives. That comes from self-love. When we're loving ourselves, we start to commit to ourselves. We start to make good decisions for ourselves. And we start to be discerning. Our higher selves need us to do that. Otherwise, they're just having to scrape us up off the floor all the time and repair the stupid decisions that we've made, right? And so, before we can move on to better things, higher level things, it says you need to get the basics down pat first. You need to learn to protect yourself. It's like kids too, you know. Learning about the bodies, learning not to run headfirst into doors and stuff like that. Just learning all of those boundaries and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, because you've got that, the person that you're likely to meet next, don't get into a relationship with them. See the red flags. Let it be a no from you if it's a no. Or if you don't notice them, you get into a relationship with them and then you see the red flags and then you learn. And it's like, oh, I could have seen this earlier. And you can kind of replay it in your mind. Could I have seen this earlier? Could I have noticed it? Or could I have just slowed myself down to get to know somebody properly before I go all in and recognize, give them time to show me who they really are instead of the shiny, bright version that we all show. We all do that when we meet somebody. The shiny, bright version. Coffee's good. So I made my coffee the new way. I didn't use my machine this morning. Trying it out. It takes a bit longer because I've got to pour a bit and then pour a bit. But much less washing up. So I hope that helps you, Mariana. Dorella, thank you. Yes, please press the like button on this. It really helps. Some people see a hype button as well. There's a hype button. You can hype this up too. I've never seen that yet, but my viewers, my customers tell me it's there on some of my videos. Hey, only one thumb up. Yeah, I think you need to exit out of the live chat and then come back in. But you can do that. You won't miss anything. They've got to be subscribed to talk as well in here. Scrolling. Okay, MKJB67. When are these attacks going to end? Never. I don't see it ending. Attacks, what's all of that about? When questions aren't really useful, I know that's what we want to know, right? But it's how. How are they going to stop? How are they going to stop? Or what do you need to do in order to stop them? Ouch, yes, there's the attacks. You need to protect yourself. How are you going to stop these attacks? Well, you need to protect yourself. 8 of Wands. With your words. With your words, you need to speak out on it. So this is about drawing a boundary. Boundaries are not about telling other people what to do. Boundaries are about saying what we will do if this continues. I am not willing to put up with this behavior, and so if this continues, I'm out of here. That's a boundary. I'm not willing to put up with this behavior. Change. Stop attacking me. Because they're not going to do that. Okay. What you're hearing right now is a Tukey gecko. They're like geckos, but they're this big or bigger. They bite. You don't want to get into an argument with them. The tides tell, it's unusual for it to be calling in the daytime. The tides tell they scare the children with them to be good or to go to bed, because they usually call at night, and so it's like, you better get to bed or it's going to eat your liver. These stories that we tell children, right, to get them to do things. Okay, back to you. KJB67. Yeah, you got to protect yourself, and with your words, speak out about it too. It's empowerment is what it is, and as soon as we step into our power like that, and we feel it, like I will no longer put up with that. And that means having the courage to make new decisions. I had to do it. I had to do it with my family. They wouldn't stop being abusive. There was no amount of trying to heal it, no amount of helping them out and helping them to see and helping them to heal that ever made a difference, because it wasn't coming from them, and I just had to remove myself from them. And I've had to be really steadfast in that, because every time I've kind of let them back in again, it's been more abuse, and it's like, no, I need to have that boundary. Nobody gets to abuse me. Nobody does. So as soon as I see those signs, I just walk away. It's a no from me. So good luck with that. No, it's not going to end, you see. It's not going to end. But you can end it. You can end your part in it. You can end and putting up with it. It is king size bed. It's huge. And it's rock solid too. It's rock hard. It's concrete base. And the mattress is like concrete too. I need a topper for it. I need a big topper, but all in good time. Hey, Craig. You want a message from your higher self, don't you, Craig? Let's get you some cards out. How was that call, Craig, with Dr. David Clements? That was cool. I got a lot from that. Okay. Looks like you're going to be in a work situation. Work doesn't necessarily mean jobs and money. It means perhaps the collaborative energy that I was talking about before. Oh, interesting. 2, bring something down. 3 of Pentacles is about learning, teaching, working with other people, collaborations, and building something. But this isn't about building something. This is about tearing something down. This is about the end. It could be about standing up to something that's been going on that shouldn't be going on. And it's got a feeling of coming together with people in order to disrupt something that is detrimental. Perhaps to you, perhaps to other people. Bit of a man on a mission kind of an energy there, Craig. Good luck with that. No, I didn't mean to say it like that. I mean, good luck with that. I don't mean like good luck with that. No, good luck with that. Thank you, Dorella. You're awesome. Dorella, do you want to be a thingy? What do you call them? You've stepped into the role already. I can make you one, I think. A moderator. There you go. I'll call you a standard moderator. There you go. Dorella, you're a moderator now because you're doing such an awesome job. Collaborations, a go-go. You want a shot of espresso? I've got, yeah, decaf. I can't handle calf. Terry, would you like a reading? Angela May. Angela May is up next. Hey, Barbara. I love these shows. It's so much fun connecting with you all. I love doing it like this. And of course, if you want private readings with me, go to my website, behealing.com. That's behealing.com. Lots of resources on there. I'm now doing Zoom calls, as well as my old emailed readings for you to keep and reread. Different personality types like different kinds of readings. Salang. That's a scooter with a sidecar kind of thing. And it doesn't sound very well, does it, that scooter? Anyway. Angela May, any good news for you? Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads right now. So crossroads is new decision needing to be made. Do you go left? Do you go right? That kind of thing. Page of Cups is saying follow your dreams, your visions, your positive thinking. Yeah. Two of Wands says change, like you need to change actions. If you keep on doing the same thing and expecting change to come, it's not going to happen. And so tap into your dreams, your visions, your fantasies about what you want in your life. And when you've got that energy, then ask like, okay, show me the way, show me the choice to make, and then you switch something up. Sometimes just switching energy up, like moving house, like I did, you can tell it's switched up my energy. Those of you that have been around for a long time, I started doing Psychic Cafe again. Moved house like 2.5 weeks ago, and I started doing Psychic Cafe again, which is something that I started 9 years ago when I moved house. Right? Moving your furniture around, just any kind of new energy, going to a new place. I'm doing that too. I'm like meeting up with friends in cafes and stuff, or in the lashing rain instead of a sunset. And then this guy that we know, he came into the bar. He works at a dive school that's just behind it. He came in and he's put his head around and he said, "What are you two doing here?" I'm like, "Having a drink." He said, "Oh, you should have come when it's nice weather." It's like, duh, and a nice sunset. Well, yeah, that would be nice. That would have been nicer, but it was kind of funny. And then the rain died down and we managed to get home in the dry from there. I'm good, Barbara. Thank you for asking. Oops, it just jumped. Who am I up to? Who am I up to? Maria, you're so sad. Oh, you had a fight. Oh, okay, let's get some cards out about that, Maria. When I scroll in the chat, it starts jumping, and sometimes, so if I've missed anyone out, I'm so sorry. Maria. Well, sometimes it's easier to move on when we get the truth out like that, hey? Yes. Oh, but you're still pulled into... Okay. Yeah, so Four of Cups, that is clear energy there. Sadness and all of that. But the Chariot, it says you're still in two minds, so it's like you're still not listening to it. What is it then? What is it that you don't believe him? Because we get ourselves into trouble when we don't believe what people are saying, right? What is that about? Why? So there's a part of you that's still holding on to hope. Sometimes we do that just because we don't think there's anything else out there that's better for us. Sometimes it's just the attachment, you know. Activating the third eye. I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. That's what you're being asked to do. So you have this happens. This happens with readings as well. Right, so here's my example. This was years ago. I was living in Australia. I got my business, already set my business up there, and I was living in Australia in Byron Bay. And I I can't remember how it happened, but it was probably instigated by me. Got in touch with my first ever boyfriend. We were chatting back and forth. And you know how the first is always like the strongest, isn't it? That feeling of connection. And I decided to go see him. He was in Europe. And I went to go see him. And I didn't end up seeing him because it turned out that he was lying. But here's the thing. Before I went, I didn't just go, oh, yeah, let's just go and see him based on that. Of course, I did readings. I had other people doing readings, and they would be like the perfect readings, you know? With all the cards, like if I told you to do like what is the ideal reading, pick the cards out, it was that again and again. It's like, this is my person. Oh wow. So I went, and no, I on my way there called up, and he was being really cagey, and I'm like, what is going on? And it's like, oh, I've actually got a partner. He left it that long. And I was already there in Europe on my way to tell me that. So, I'm willing to see beyond my beliefs, ideas, and conclusions. You've got a belief about this person, perhaps through a reading, perhaps because of confirmation that you've got. Confirmation is always in the moment, and sometimes our guides give us confirmation because we need to find out for ourselves. That's what it was for me. I needed to find out for myself. And what I realized after that happened, I'm like, what the hell? Why did you do that to me, guys? Why would you give me confirmation to go see him when he's with somebody else? What the hell? And it was about coming back to myself. It's like, well, where am I happy? I'm happy in Australia. I need to go back there where I was. That's where I'm happiest. Of course my partner's going to be where I'm happiest. And that shift in belief just changed everything. And so I went back. And within 2 weeks, I met someone that I was with for 6 years. So, yeah. Look at that belief that you've got. And believe Philip when he says that he doesn't want you. As much as that hurts our ego. But then you can open up to someone that is right to you. Come back to yourself, you know. Thank you for sharing, Angela May. Oh, we just jumped again. Terry, where will your next adventure be? Cool question. Next adventure for Terry. Next adventure for Terry, please. I'm going to be going live in the... No, I'm not. Later I'm going to be going live in the Facebook group. There isn't time to go before kickboxing training. Okay, next adventure. Well, this doesn't sound like a very good adventure. 7 of Wands, protecting yourself. 6 of Cups from someone in the past. This person in the past. Coming back around again. King of Wands, this kind of character is kind of pushy. You find yourself acquiescing to them because they shout the loudest. They've got the biggest energy. You know how the most confident people tend to be the least wise people? But we tend to cower because they preside with the energy, because they shout the loudest. It's that kind of a person. Coming back around again for you to protect yourself. Now, this might not be the same person. This might be someone with the exact same energy there. But they're coming back around again for you to protect yourself this time and stand in your own energy. So this is about not diminishing your energy when they come in, but getting bigger. Boxing. Boxing has really helped me with that. I can trust myself to stay in my energy now. No matter what, I can deal with any situation. Next adventure. I thought it was going to be better adventure than that, but like I said at the start, your higher self tells you the truth rather than what we want to hear. Angela May, did you already, didn't I? Terry, I just did you as well. Yes. Craig, oh, you didn't watch David properly. Oh, you're welcome, Craig. Yeah, it was really good. Watch the replay when it's up. I enjoyed that. He's got such lovely energy, doesn't he? We're talking about David Clements. We were on a call with him earlier. And I woke up at 4:50. It's at 5 a.m. for me now, that call. But yeah, so I just say to my guides, look, if I'm meant to be on it, wake me up before it. And so I woke up and I looked at my watch and it's like 10 to. I'm like, I can do it. I jumped in the shower too before I did it. Got ready for it super, super fast. Maria, what's your question? Did I do you? Maria Amethyst. Salentine. Yes, did you? Did you? Sorry, I'm just like scrolling through. There's a lot. And it's hard to scroll back because it jumps all over the place when you put new comments in. It jumps down again and I lose my place. Yeah, it tells you it doesn't want you. You got to change that belief. You have an attachment and it's because of a belief. That's what they were saying, Maria. Craig, you have a collab with all your work colleagues in order to make things at work better for all. Good. Tearing out, the current management. Yeah, let's do it. That's what needs to happen on the bigger scale, but it feels like we need to do it on the micro scale first, right? We need to do it in our communities, in our workplaces, wherever we're at. We need to sort it out first around us. Need to, of course you can ask a question. What's your question? Yeah, Maria, it's not the man for you. You can't trust him. Yeah. Well, you can trust him with what he said. He doesn't want you. Heal yourself, move on. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can do it. Come, bring yourself back to your own energy and what it is that you want. And often we see really clearly once we do that, oh, they weren't a match to what I want. I was just trying to change what I want to match them instead of being clear in what I want. Even if we can't see that it's even possible in somebody, we need to be clear about what we want and hold out for that. Because life is much better when we do that. Because then we can just be happy by ourselves until it comes along. Need to. Husband. Sarthak. Actions for me in November. Okay. Terry, you know who I'm talking about. Ah, cool. 2 in 1. Bargain. 2 readings for the price of 1. For free. Yeah, and so my one question readings are always available from my website, behealing.com, and full readings too. But if you want to use me as the Insta psychic like this, the reason that I'm doing this show is I want people to use this gift that I've got for your confirmation. Of course, I want you to tap into your own guidance, yes? But often me helping you to do that with the information gives you the confidence. I know this because the last 25 years, customers that have been with me for a long time, eventually they do recognize that they already knew that you already know when it resonates, right? When it's the truth, like Terry did there, knowing exactly who I'm talking about, right? So it gives you the validation so that you can start to trust your own guidance more. I hope that happens for you. But yeah, my readings are available full, and I'm a healer as well, energy healer too. Okay, your husband, what is this all about? Actions for you. Well, you're going to have different choices. It's saying put yourself first here. There's a manipulative energy here around your husband, and I think that might be in all relationships. In all relationships, how can I put this? A lot of women have been, and some men have been conditioned to always put the other person first, and so they put their wishes last. A lot of men and some women have been taught to put their wishes first and to assert themselves, even if they have to manipulate or lie to get what they want out of their relationship, to get you to do something to make their wishes to come true, rather than them just being willing to make your wishes come true, right? And so that's what this card is all about. And so your choices, November, have got to be about you. 9 of Pentacles is about wins for you, what it is that you want. To balance this relationship out, you need to be more about you and not acquiescing to him, because he is thinking of his own wishes first. And I'm not saying there's right or wrong there. I think there's a balance to be had. I think we all need to balance this self-love and loving other people, and like it be like this instead of like this, right? Now I'm going to put me first, or I'm going to put them first. It needs to be like this. It's about all of us equally, and we can feel when that goes off. We can feel when that goes out of balance, right? That's when resentment and all these we have these feelings that come up to show us that there's an imbalance in relationships. So we need to be tuned into ourselves to feel those feelings and go, oh, hang on a minute. And it's not about trying to change them and get them to do something else, right? You're not trying to get him to put you first instead. You're going to put yourself first instead. That's the message. That's the message. Well, I have 19 minutes to get myself to training, and I haven't set up my water bottle with I make homemade electrolyte mix. I haven't set that up yet and got ready, so I'll need to go and do that now. But thank you everyone for coming along. Don't forget about our thingy competition. What's it do that you can win a what's it? I did you already, Angela May. You might need to watch the replay for it. And also join our Facebook group. There's the link for it, because once I get back from training and I've had a shower, I'll be going live in there too, in our Facebook group, so we can stay in touch that way. Well, have a wonderful one. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for your subscribes and your likes and all of that kind of thing, and your watching my videos. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time.